Right guys, so I generated 4,500 leads from LinkedIn in 2025 and went from 0 to 45k qualified followers in less than 12 months. And this year, revenue-wise, we're on track to hit 7 figures. And on a monthly basis, I talk to hundreds of founders trying to grow on LinkedIn. But unfortunately, I keep seeing the same 3 mistakes people do all the time that keeps them stuck in the cycle of not making any money on LinkedIn at all. Literally the same 3 mistakes. And honestly, it's kind of wild because these 3 mistakes are so easy to fix. Like, I'm not asking you to blow up your entire business model. I'm not asking you to pivot industries. I'm talking about 3 shifts that will completely change your results. So whether you're an agency owner trying to book more discovery calls, whether you're a SaaS founder looking for more inbound demos, or whether you're a consultant who just needs a predictable pipeline so you're not constantly scrambling, then this video is for you. And here's what I need you to understand before we go any further, right? Those 3 mistakes are not about posting more content. They're not about having a better profile picture, and they are not about whether you're using carousels or videos or whatever, right? Those are just surface level distractions. The real problems are way deeper, and when you fix these 3 things, and I mean actually fix them, you will see results within weeks, okay? Not months, not years from now, literally within a couple of weeks. So let's get into this. Okay, so mistake number 1, and this is honestly the biggest one, and that is your offer is confusing. Or even worse, you don't actually have an offer. And I know you're probably sitting there thinking, what do you mean I don't have an offer? I have a business, I sell things, I have a pricing model. Like, yeah, but can you articulate your offer clearly? Like, if I land on your profile right now, right this second, can I tell in 5 seconds who you help, what problems you solve, and what outcome you deliver? And be honest with yourself, because for most of you, the answer is no. I see LinkedIn profiles every single day that say things like, I help businesses grow. Cool, so does everyone else. Or I do digital marketing. Okay, what does it even mean? Or I'm a growth consultant. Again, this tells me absolutely nothing. And here's what I mean by offer clarity. There are actually 2 parts to this, and you're gonna need both. You just can't have one, you need both, right? Part 1 is, who are you selling to? And I don't mean businesses, I don't mean entrepreneurs, and I don't mean founders, right? I mean a specific and a clear niche in mind. So let me give you an example of what I mean by this. A bad example would be, I help healthcare organizations. A better example would be, I help COOs at 200 to 500 bed community hospitals who are burning money on agency nurses. So you see the difference? The first one, everyone reads it and goes, okay, cool, another guy on LinkedIn trying to sell me something. The second one, if you are a community hospital COO and struggling with budget, you read this and think, holy shit, that's literally me. That's literally my exact situation. And that's exactly what I mean by being specific. Now, I know what you're thinking, but if I niche down too much, I'm going to exclude so many people. I'm going to leave money on the table. But in reality, the opposite is true. Because when you try to talk to everyone, you talk to no one. Nobody feels like you're specifically talking to them. So nobody reached out to you. But when you niche down, you get specific, right? And because of that, the right people will reach out to you because they feel understood and seen and heard. Part 2 is, what's your value proposition? And this is where most people completely screw this up. They lead with what they do instead of what the customer gets. So let me give you an example of this. Bad example would be, I run LinkedIn ads. Good example would be, I generate 50 qualified demos per month for B2B SaaS companies using LinkedIn ads guarantee. Another bad example would be, I do LinkedIn ghostwriting. A good example of this would be, I help founders build a 50k plus LinkedIn audience that generates 100 plus inbound leads per quarter without them spending more than 2 hours per week on content. Can you see the difference? One is a service, the other one is an outcome. One tells me what you do, the other one tells me what I get. So if you're on LinkedIn right now trying to sell the cold traffic, so people who don't know who you are, they've never heard of you, they don't trust you, they don't care about you, then selling them a 5k a monthly retainer with no proof, no guarantee, no clear outcome, no risk reversal is gonna be a struggle. Like, you are going to struggle. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that it's gonna be really, really hard because the market has changed. There's too much noise out there. There's too many people out there doing exactly what you're doing. And on top of that, there are so many people that got burned by agencies and coaches a couple of years ago. Like, think about it. C19 happens. Stimulus money everywhere. Everyone has cash. Everyone's buying high-ticket coaching programs. Everyone's buying agency retainers. And half of them were garbage, right? Half of them even didn't deliver. Half of them were literally just some guy in his bedroom who had no idea what he was doing, charging $5,000 a month. So now in 2026, trust is at all-time low. People are skeptical. People are burned, and people have heard all the promises before. So action step for mistake number 1. I want you to write down this right now. Like, pause the video if you need to, grab a piece of paper, right? And write down the following things. 1, who specifically am I selling to? And I want you to answer this with as much detail as possible. Not that I help businesses or I help founders, right? I want role, company size, revenue range, industry relevant, and specific pain points as well. Example of this would be, B2B SaaS founders, 500k to 2 million ARR, struggling with inconsistent pipeline, no repeatable system for lead gen. Then the next thing is, what exact problem do they have? Not a vague problem, a specific one. That one that keeps them up at night, one that's costing them money or stress or time. For example of this would be they're spending 20 hours a week on sales calls with unqualified leads and still not hitting the revenue targets, okay? And the third thing I want you to write down is, what measurable outcome do I deliver? Not what you do, but what they get. So an example would be a LinkedIn system that generates 50 qualified demos per month in 90 days guaranteed. And if you can't answer those 3 questions in one sentence each, your offer is not clear enough. And that's why you're not getting any traction at all. Okay, mistake number 2, your content strategy is all over the place. You're posting random shit and wondering why nothing's working. And I see this constantly, like every single day. People posting motivational quotes, people posting about their morning routine, people sharing articles from other people writing this vague, here's what I learned this week posts, right? And when they DM me and they are like, well, I've been posting for 6 months and I have 0 leads, LinkedIn doesn't work, then I'm like, no, LinkedIn works, your strategy doesn't work. Keep in mind that LinkedIn is not Instagram. You're not building an entertainment brand. You're not trying to be an influencer. You're not trying to get 1 million followers. You're building a revenue generating machine. That's the goal. So revenue, leads, customers, money in the bank. So you need a content strategy that actually drives business results, not just likes and comments. I mean actual business results. And here's what that looks like. You need 3 and only 3 types of content. That's it, 3 times, not more than that. Content type number 1, case studies. This is your proof. This is how you show people you're not just talking out of thin air. This is how you demonstrate that you have actually done the thing you're claiming you can do. So case study post structure can be something like, we helped specific company name or type go from specific before state to specific after state in specific time frame. So an example would be, we helped the B2B SaaS company go from 10 inbound demos per month to 60 inbound demos per month in 90 days using our LinkedIn client acquisition system. Here is exactly what we did. And then you break down the process. So make it specific, use numbers, use metrics, use names if you can, show the transformation. And the thing with case studies is that you're not trying to go viral. They might not get thousands of likes. They might not get a bunch of comments. But when the right people see them, the people who have the exact problem, right, they are gonna think that I want that result. I need to talk to this person. So think of case studies as bottom of funnel content. They convert, they book calls, they close deals. They're not necessarily getting you a bunch of likes. So you should be posting at least 1 case study or customer story per week, and that's absolutely minimum. Content type number 2, value or problem solving content. And this is where you educate your market. This is where you break down frameworks. This is where you share insights. And this is where you help people solve real problems free. Now, I know what you're thinking, that if I give away my best stuff for free, why would anyone pay me? Why would anyone pay me? Because knowing and doing are 2 different things. People will consume your content, they will learn from it, they will think, wow, this person really knows their stuff. And then they will realize that, well, I don't have actually time or skill set to do it myself. So I just rather pay someone who's already done this 1,000 times. And that's exactly when they hire you. So what does value content look like? So it can be framework posts, such as the 3 mistakes killing your LinkedIn strategy and how to fix them. It could be breakdown posts. Here exactly how we generated 4,500 leads from LinkedIn last year, full system breakdown. It could be tactical advice, the DM framework that books 10 calls per week without sounding salesy. It could be problem-solving posts, such as, if your LinkedIn outreach isn't working, you're probably making one of these 5 mistakes. So the key is this: you need to be solving real problems that your ideal client is facing, not some random surface level problems. I mean actually problems that they are dealing with every single day. So how do you know what problems they're facing? Obviously talk to them, get on calls, do some market research, read their posts, go on Reddit, go on ChatGPT, see what you're complaining about, and then create content that solves those exact problems. This is your middle funnel content, and this is going to build trust. This positions you as the expert, and this makes people think that, hey, I want to learn more from this person. And you should be posting value content 2 to 3 times per week. And content type number 3 is going to be lead magnets. And this is how you capture attention and move people off LinkedIn into your ecosystem. Because one thing you have to keep in mind is that you cannot monetize LinkedIn followers. However, you can monetize an email list. So your LinkedIn followers are rented. And what I mean by that is that you don't own them, LinkedIn owns them, right? And if LinkedIn changes the algorithm tomorrow, your reach is gone. If LinkedIn shuts down your account, your audience is gone. However, email and your email list is owned. You have their email address, you can reach out to them whenever you want to, and basically they are in your ecosystem, right? So you need lead magnet content that's gonna drive people to give you their email address. So what is a lead magnet? A lead magnet is essentially a free guide, a free checklist, a free template, a free training, a free webinar, a free strategy call. Something valuable that they want that requires them to give you their email address to get it. The lead magnet post structure could be something like, I created something and I found this insight and I put this together into this resource, and if you want it, there is a link to download it down below. So an example of this would be, I analyzed 500 LinkedIn profiles of B2B founders. 97% are making the same 3 mistakes that are killing their reach and preventing them from getting leads. I broke down down how to fix each one in this free guide. Link in the comments if you want it, or comment the keyword X and I will send it over, right? So it's very simple, very clear, very valuable, right? And this gives them a reason to opt in. And once they are on your email list, now you can start nurturing them, right? Now you can start sending them your daily or weekly newsletter. You can send them more case studies. You can invite them to book calls with you. You can pitch your offers now. And that's where the real monetization happens. Not on LinkedIn, but on your email list. Okay, so mistake number 3, and this one makes me want to pull my hair out because it's so easy to fix and yet nobody does it. So you're either spamming people's DMs or you're not using DMs at all. And there are 2 camps of people here, and both camps are completely wrong. So camp number 1, the spammers. These are the people who send me a connection request. I accept it, and literally within 15 seconds, I get a message that says, "Hey Oscar, thanks for connecting. I help founders like you scale to 7 figures. Would you be interested in a quick 15-minute call to see if it would be a good fit?" Like, dude, no, I don't know you. I've never seen your content. I didn't ask for help. I didn't express any interest in anything you do. So why on earth would I want to get a call with you? It's like if I walked up to you on a coffee shop and said like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Do you want to go for a run later this morning?" Well, no, I don't even know your name. Like, what are you doing here? Go away, basically. So the same approach doesn't work on LinkedIn as well, because LinkedIn is a networking platform. It's not a cold calling list. It's not an email blast tool. It's not a place to pitch people you've never made a contact with. Okay, you need to start building relationships on LinkedIn first. And I know what you're thinking, well, but I don't have time to build relationships with everyone. I just need to close the deals right now. Yeah, and that's exactly the reason why you're not closing any deals, because people buy from people they trust. And trust takes time. LinkedIn is a top of funnel channel. It's awareness, it's trust building, it's relationship nurturing. You're not there trying to close deals in your DMs. You're just starting conversations that actually lead to deals. The sale happens 6 weeks later, after you've provided value, after you've shown up consistently, after they've seen your content, after they feel like they know you. And then you have all the other camp. And camp number 2 is the ghost. So these are the people who don't DM at all. They think DMs are a waste of time. Or maybe they've tried it for 2 weeks, got no results, and gave up. These people post their content, they get some likes, they get some comments, and then nothing. They never reach out. They never start conversations. They never move people forward. And then they DM me 6 months later and they're like, "I've been posting for 6 months, I get engagement, but I have 0 leads. What am I doing wrong?" And then there's another group of people, the ghosts, right? Though this is completely the other camp to people pitching in your DMs all the time. But those type of people, they are not in their DMs at all. They think DMs are a waste of time, or they've tried it for 2 weeks, got no results and gave up. Maybe they're actively posting content, maybe they're actively engaging with others in the comment sections, but they're never actually DMing anyone, right? And then they usually just come back at me and say, "Hey Oscar, I've been posting for 6 months, I get engagement, but I have 0 leads. What am I doing it wrong?" And the issue is that you are not in DMs making connections, and we are not networking with other people, right? You're just posting content into the void. You're hoping people will just magically reach out to you and say, "Hey, take my money." But that's not how it works. You need to be proactive. You have to start conversations. You have to move people from, "Hey, I saw your post," to "I want to learn more," to "Let's get on a call." So here's the fix. So basically all you have to do is just spend 15 to 30 minutes per day in your DMs building relationships and moving conversations forward, right? But do it the right way, not the spammy way. And I mean, just share value. Okay, always. Before you ever DM someone, you need to show up for them first. What does it mean? Comment on their last post, like their content, engage genuinely, right? Show up in their world for 3 to 5 days minimum before you ever send a DM. And when I say comment, I don't mean great post, and I don't mean thanks for sharing, I don't mean just some random crap. I mean, write a mini post in the comments, add value, share insight, tell them a relevant story, ask a thoughtful question, right? Treat every single LinkedIn comment like it has own piece of content, because at the end of the day, it is, right? So basically, show up in the comment section, add value, be visible. And after you've done that for a few days, then you can start DMing them. And when you DM them, reference something. It could be like, "Hey, first name, I saw your post about a specific topic. I've dealt with the same challenge in my business. Here's what worked for me," and then add specific insight or tactic. Okay, you're not pitching, you're just adding value. You're starting the conversation by giving, not taking. And step number 2 is build the relationship. So if they respond, and most people actually will if you added value, keep the conversation going. Okay, ask about their business, ask about what they're working on, share your own experiences, be normal, be a human. Okay, don't immediately pivot into, "So hey, here's what I can do for you." Just be normal, like you're having a coffee with someone. This might take a week, it might take 2 weeks, but it's okay, because you're playing the long-term game here, okay? And trust me, I would rather have a week of building a relationship with someone than just trying to sell them something straight away and getting no results. And then now step 3 of this whole conversation dynamic would be to find a natural opening. Eventually, and I mean eventually, not after 2 messages, there will be a natural moment to offer help. Okay, Maybe they mention the problem you solve, maybe they ask what you do, maybe you see an opportunity to genuinely help. And that's when you say, by the way, if you ever want to have a chat about the problem you solve, I'd be happy to jump on a quick call. No pressure, right? Just happy to share what's working for us at the moment. So that's kind of like a soft invitation, no hard pitch. They can either say yes or no. And if they say no or don't respond, that's fine. Just no worries at all. Keep the relation warm, keep showing up, keep adding value, okay? If they say yes, then obviously jump on a call and follow your basic sales structure from there on. So I promise you, if you're gonna start with this strategy right now and do it for the next couple of weeks, you are gonna have leads. You will have conversations and you will have calls booked. I guarantee you that. Okay, so let's bring this all home now. The 3 mistakes that are killing your LinkedIn strategy. Mistake number 1, your offer isn't clear enough. You're not specific about who you are. You're not clear about what outcome you deliver, and you're probably trying to sell a high commitment offer to cold traffic, which doesn't work anyway, okay? So the fix for this would be to get specific. Who do you help? What problem do you solve? What outcome do you deliver? And obviously creating some sort of low commitment front-end offer helps to convert cold traffic as well. Mistake number 2, your content is all over the place. You're posting randomly motivational stuff or personal life updates or whatever and wondering why you're not getting any leads. The fix would be to post 3 types of content. Case studies to show proof, value content to build trust, and lead magnets to capture emails. 3 posts per week, and that's literally it. And mistake number 3 is you're not in your DMs properly. You're either spamming people or you're not using DMs at all. The solution for that would be to spend 30 minutes per day engaging, connecting, and nurturing relationships every single day, at least for a couple of months. And trust me, you're about to be blown away with what's gonna happen. Do those things for the next 90 days, and I guarantee you are gonna see results, because this is the exact system that generated 4,500 leads for us, and this is the exact same system that's working with hundreds of our clients at the moment. Right? Now, if you want a complete breakdown, then I put together a free LinkedIn client acquisition blueprint. It has the exact content templates we use, the exact DM scripts, the exact offer frameworks, and the exact lead magnet templates as well. It has everything. It's everything we use with our clients to generate anywhere between 50 to 200 plus qualified leads per month from LinkedIn. So I'm gonna add the link in the description. Go download it, print it out, implement it, and then DM me your results in there. And I wanna hear how well this is gonna work for you. All right, I will see you in the next one. Go on and implement this right now.